Earthquake in the Premier League. Ruben Amorim has been officially sacked, and United has already named his successor. Meanwhile, Chelsea officially has a new head coach. And also in this episode, the sensational return of Federico Chiesa to Juventus. All of this and more in today's episode. Friends, Manchester United is on fire again. The dismissal of Ruben Amorim, which became official this morning, is not just a reaction to the 6th place in the table. It is the result of a real internal war. As it became known, the fate of the Portuguese was decided even before Sunday's draw with Leeds United. The turning point was a meeting between Amorim and technical director Jason Wilcox, which ended in a massive scandal. Wilcox tried to discuss the evolution of the team, but when the conversation turned to the stubborn use of the 3-4-3 system, Amorim simply exploded. However, tactical disputes are only the tip of the iceberg. The club's leadership was furious with the public criticism the coach allowed himself toward young talents. Patrick Dorgu, Harry Amas, and the young Chido Obi Martin fell under Amorim's heavy hand, which the United office perceived as an unacceptable attack on the club's future. Add to this the conflict regarding transfer targets for January. Amorim demanded his own players, ignoring the list prepared by Christopher Vivell. And look at this shocking statistic. In the past 10 years, Manchester United has sacked 5 coaches: Van Gaal, Mourinho, Solskjaer, Ten Hag, and now Amorim. If you count the interim managers, 9 different managers have led the team in a decade. The chaos continues. Who is next? At this moment, the club has officially confirmed that Darren Fletcher will temporarily perform the duties of head coach. He will be the fireman, while Ineos prepares a major appointment. The main candidate for the permanent coach role is currently Oliver Glasner. The leadership is delighted with his work at Crystal Palace, but there is a problem. He will only be available to lead the club in June. This opens the door for very interesting options for the next half year. Gareth Southgate is on the shortlist, but the hottest name is Enzo Maresca. After being dismissed from Chelsea, Maresca is looking for a new challenge. Although everyone knows about his dream to one after another return to City to replace Guardiola, Pep may stay in Manchester for a long time. Therefore, United is an ideal chance for Enzo to prove his professional suitability in a top club right now. My verdict: Amorim's dismissal looks like an attempt by Wilcox and Vivell to save their influence in the club. Amorim turned out to be too toxic for their system. Regarding Maresca, it would be an extremely bold move. He knows how to set up a game, and if he is given the budget that United currently has thanks to a revolving credit facility, he could become the very interim coach who stays for years. But for now, everything indicates that the Red Devils are simply trying to make it to summer with Fletcher to sign Glasner. While the whole world discusses the chaos in Manchester, London's Chelsea has already moved from words to actions. We have information that a new era at Stamford Bridge is starting right now. Rosenior has already arrived in London to become the new head coach of the Blues. Only a few days have passed since the dismissal of Enzo Maresca, and Chelsea leadership is already finalising a contract with the specialist who previously worked successfully at Strasbourg. The appointment process promises to be lightning fast. The only formality separating Liam from signing the papers is the search for his replacement at the French club. Since both clubs are within the same ownership system, this transition looks like a perfectly planned internal move. The Londoners are determined to start 2026 with a clean slate and believe that Rosenior will be able to find a common language with Chelsea's young stars. My verdict: this is a very logical yet risky move. Rosenior knows the Blueco structure perfectly. He is integrated into the system, and he advocates for modern, bold football. For Chelsea, this is an opportunity to finally get a coach who will not conflict with the club's transfer policy, but will simply work with the incredible resource at his disposal. If everything goes according to plan, we will see Liam on the touchline as early as the next Premier League round. Egyptian winger Omar Marmoush has officially rejected the possibility of a move to Tottenham. Despite interest from the Spurs and Aston Villa, the 26-year-old forward has decided to stay at Manchester City to fight for the favour of Pep Guardiola. This season, Marmoush has appeared in the starting lineup in the Premier League only 4 times, yet he believes he can regain his place in the Citizens' squad. This is a bold but extremely risky decision. Staying in Guardiola's system without guarantees of playing time is a big challenge. If the situation with playing time does not change by spring, Omar may regret not choosing a leadership role at another club, especially since City has signed Semenyo. While Manchester United and Chelsea solve coaching issues, AC Milan has aimed for a serious defensive reinforcement. Manchester City defender Nathan Ake has appeared in the Rossoneri's sphere of interest. According to the publication Corriere dello Sport, the Dutchman has been on the Milanese club's radar for 2 years. But it is precisely now that the situation has become critical. Netherlands national team head coach Ronald Koeman has already issued a direct warning. If Ake does not receive stable playing practice, his place in the squad for the 2026 World Cup is in great doubt. This season, Nathan has started only 2 matches in the Premier League. Manchester City is ready to consider selling the player for a sum of around €30 million, although Milan is leaning toward a loan option. The resolution is expected in the final week of the transfer window. For Ake, this is an ideal moment to restart his career. At Milan, he is guaranteed a spot in the starting 11, which is vital before the World Cup. For City, it is an opportunity to make money on a player who has fallen out of Guardiola's main rotation. If Milan can handle his salary, this transfer will become one of the most logical moves of January. Turin's Juventus is preparing a sensational return. According to the publication Gazzetta dello Sport, the old lady is actively exploring the possibility of a loan for Federico Chiesa from Liverpool for the remainder of the season. The Italian, who moved to Anfield in the summer of 2024 for €12 million, has not yet become an undisputed starter under Arne Slot. Luciano Spalletti, who currently leads the Turinese side, sees the 28-year-old winger as an ideal option to reinforce the attack before the decisive part of the season. However, Juve is backing themselves up. If they fail to reach an agreement with Liverpool, the club is ready to switch to a duo from Brentford Kevin Shade and Mikkel Damsgaard. Both players are also under the close supervision of scouts and are considered alternative options for strengthening the flanks. Chiesa's return to Serie A looks like a logical step for both parties. Federico needs playing practice to guarantee his place in the national team for the 2026 World Cup. For Juventus, this is a reinforcement with a player who knows every centimetre of the base in Turin. If Liverpool agrees to let him go for half a year, it will be one of the main deals of the Italian winter. Hansi Flick is planning a major German reinforcement for Catalonia. According to the publication Mundo Deportivo, the Barcelona coach wants to work again with Borussia Dortmund centre-back Nico Schlotterbeck. The situation for the Blaugrana looks ideal. The 26-year-old defender has officially refused to extend his contract with the Dortmund side. This makes his transfer in the summer of 2026 practically inevitable, as Borussia will be forced to sell the player to avoid losing him for free. My verdict: Schlotterbeck is the prototype of a Hansi Flick defender. He has an excellent first pass, he is left-footed, which is highly valued in modern Barca, and he is used to playing with a high defensive line. Flick knows Nico's capabilities perfectly from their work with the German national team. If Barcelona can agree on a price in the region of €40 million, it will be one of the best defensive reinforcements in recent years. That's it for now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Keep watching for more football action, and have a wonderful day.